Welcome to the ultimate WWE update spot. Get all the latest news and highlights from the world of wrestling. If you're a WWE fan, this is the place to be. Subscribe and stay in the loop. Jimmy Uso's unexpected confrontation with Jey Uso on Monday Night Raw left WWE fans questioning the motivations behind the encounter and whether Roman Reigns had any knowledge of it. The tension within the Bloodline storyline has reached a new peak, especially in light of Roman's recent statements on SmackDown, where he made it abundantly clear that he doesn't want Jey Uso to be part of his new version of the Bloodline. Roman's refusal to reunite with Jey raised suspicions, and many wondered if this decision was a tactical one to preserve his dominance or if there were deeper, personal reasons at play. The confrontation itself began backstage at Raw, when Jey Uso, minding his own business, walked into his dressing room only to find Jimmy Uso waiting for him. The tension was palpable as Jimmy asked his brother, "Do you have a second?" Jey, without uttering a word, simply turned and walked out, leaving Jimmy standing there. This brief yet loaded moment spoke volumes, symbolizing the widening rift between the two brothers. It wasn't long before Jimmy went after Jey, seeking him out and trying to get him to listen. When Jimmy finally caught up to Jey, he pleaded, "Please, just hear me out." But Jey was having none of it. His response was swift and cutting. "Get out of my face." With those words, Jey stormed off, leaving Jimmy behind, bewildered and defeated. This brief interaction sparked a flurry of speculation among WWE fans and insiders alike. Why was Jimmy so desperate to talk to Jey? Was he acting on Roman's orders, or had he gone rogue, attempting to reunite the brothers without Roman's knowledge? The storyline took another twist when WWE insiders reported that Roman Reigns had no idea Jimmy was going to confront Jey on Raw. This revelation came as a shock, considering Roman's control over the Bloodline and his reputation for being methodical and calculated in everything he does. The idea that Jimmy went behind Roman's back to appeal to Jey raises significant questions about the dynamics within the family and the trust between Roman and Jimmy. Roman Reigns' reaction to these events, according to insiders, was one of fury. For Roman, Jimmy's actions represented a betrayal, not only of their shared mission to maintain dominance, but also of Roman's leadership. The fact that Jimmy approached Jey without Roman's blessing could signal the beginning of a breakdown in their relationship. Roman has long been the puppet master, pulling the strings of the Bloodline, and for Jimmy to go rogue suggests a fissure in the bond that once held them together. Roman's anger is not just about Jey rejecting the Bloodline, it's about Jimmy defying his authority. Jey's refusal to entertain any conversation about rejoining Roman's faction has also deepened the conflict. His defiance, symbolized in his brusque, "Get out of my face," suggests that he has firmly moved beyond the Bloodline. Jey's journey has been one of self-discovery, evolving from being Roman's right-hand man to a defiant figure carving his own path. By rejecting both Jimmy and Roman, Jey has signaled that he's ready to create his own legacy, one that is separate from the Bloodline's shadow. As WWE fans wait to see how this storyline will unfold, the stakes couldn't be higher. Will Roman's anger at Jimmy's actions lead to a fallout between the cousins? Will Jimmy's loyalty to Roman waver, or will he continue to seek a reconciliation with Jey, even at the cost of his relationship with Roman? And, perhaps most importantly, could this be the beginning of the end for the Bloodline as we know it? These questions are swirling as WWE gears up for what promises to be one of the most dramatic and emotionally charged storylines in recent history.